Nigeria is a blessing to Amapiano. This is coming in from a particular person who experienced the wonders of Nigeria at exporting Amapiano sounds across the world. Recently, that sounds Amapiano was actually used in Canada to host an event or to start up a show. This person went on Twitter to say Nigeria is a blessing to Amapiano. No one would have accepted these sounds if not of Nigeria. And the comment goes again, Nigeria is really taking Amapiano to the next level. Somebody came out to say, you know what? I am a South African, but South Africa and Nigeria combine its leads. That is to show you that the grace Amapiano is enjoying across the world right now, it is a contribution by Nigerians and Nigerians artists out there. The likes of Davido actually did a lot for Amapiano with his champion sound. Right now, the whole world is feeling it, and a lot of people wants to take the glory alone. That is not going to happen because Grammy Academy recently made show of the whole thing. Amapiano sounds from Nigeria actually got Grammy nominations, while the founders and the pioneers of Amapiano are struggling with a spot on charts. But you need to understand that this is showing us that collectively we can do a lot with our own stories, our own sounds, and our own tunes. If we try to do it individually, some people will not scale through. That is something we are really getting from this whole thing. Nigeria has gone global. Rema's Countdown was used as a theme song for 2024 in Dallas, USA, and that was used to celebrate their new year. And a lot of people are really excited about that, saying that Nigerians are taking African sounds to the news and cranny of this world. They are not getting props from a lot of Africans. Instead, these guys are really talking down on us. The likes of Ghana, the likes of South Africa, and some other countries, they don't really like Nigeria that much, even after contributing immensely to the development of African sounds to an extent. They need to start giving us the accolade that we deserve so much at a time like this. Watch a video of Liverpool captain vibing to sounds of Ashake Organize. I think that is to show you that we are now global.
Organize, every day and organize.
This is causing envies across Africa, and a lot of people are not really in support of this. I have a lot of Ghanaian friends telling me that yes, Nigerians are really doing great in terms of entertainment and Afrobeat, and we need to ride on the backs of Nigeria as Ghanaians. These guys are really coming at me to tell me this, and I think that is the best way to go. While some big bloggers in Ghana, they are finding a way to bring Nigeria down on social media by telling some real good story about Nigeria. That is not going to help them at large. A lot of people in Ghana are now jumping on YouTube making videos about Nigeria just to trend for the bars. But I tell you that yes, in Nigeria we got a lot of good eggs in Nigeria, and these guys are really contributing to the development of Africa to an extent. Looking at the likes of Rema, Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Arasta, Ashake, Shei Vibes, these guys are really doing well enough for the Africans, and I think we have to give them commendation to an extent. And a lot of people will disagree with you on this and say let Nigerians stay in their country, they want to stay in their country is better. Who told you your country is better? We remember the apartheid of South Africa at the time. Nigerians actually contributed money, contributed resources, called for, freedom of South Africa, supported Nelson Mandela, and now these guys are really coming at us to say, you know what, we don't want Nigerians. I think you guys are really getting it all twisted. I will talk about that because I don't really like what a lot of people are facing in South Africa right now. A lot of children are being, kind of criminalized because of South Africans' behavior, and that is not really telling well enough about South Africa. We still got the likes of Malema in South Africa actually coming out to speak boldly about this inhuman treatment of Nigerians in South Africa. That is quite disturbing to an extent. I will speak about that because I have a video really coming on that. I read a report, I was almost moved to tears. These children in primary school were like, I think we need to really watch out for the next video so that you get to understand the big story behind it. Let's talk about entertainment right now. The pioneers of entertainment in Africa still remains Nigeria. That is one thing you need to understand about the big deal. Cameroon, even get fan base, still the drag shoulder with Nigeria. And I think these guys are not getting it all right. When you talk of sport, you guys have developed in terms of sport. We still got Nigerians out there. But when you talk of Afrobeat, you are still babies in the industry. So just understand that and live true to yourself. I want to put a question there. Who do you think is the best rap artist in Africa? I want you to put it in the comment section because I have a video coming up, and this video is going to talk about top 10 rappers in Africa. I think I have to make it top 5 so that it will be easier for us to comprehend. What is your own take about this story? Before I jump off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I love you guys. Keep supporting Afrobeat blog across social media platforms. Guys, you see what Ghana is really suffering right now. Nigeria suffered it in the 50s and the 60s. I need to actually explain to you guys about all of this, and we took almost their own steps, but somebody, Fela, actually came to change the narratives, and we should be appreciative of the fact that Fela brought in Afrobeat that changed the music culture in Africa. In the 50s and the 60s, High Life from Ghana, the likes of Emmanuel Tete Mensah actually took over Nigerian music environment with the High Life from Ghana to an extent. A lot of people in Nigeria were quite dazzled with this, while some people were really envious of the fact that Ghana is taking over Nigerian music industry with their own High Life. That culminated into something else at that time. Right now, Nigeria is reigning global. That is something you need to understand. And a lot of countries in Africa are not really comfortable with the fact that Nigeria is dominating even in their own music industry. That is something we really need to be careful about, because if we fight with envy in our mind, I think you cannot really win the fight. You have to be systemic and you have to be collaborative to an extent and make Nigeria to understand the need to also export your music to the nooks and crannies of this world. As at the time Ghana was dominating our airwaves, in 1956, the Nigerian Musician Association or Union came out with a particular policy, internal policy, to make sure they stop, Ghana High Life from being performed at clubs in Nigeria to an extent. And that really didn't sit well to an extent, because a particular member of that music association in Nigeria was already in love and collaborating with Ghanaians to an extent at that time. That is a person of Bobby Benson, who owns a club also. This guy decided to go into the studio and make a song called Taxi Driver, which actually made Nigeria to be popular at that time, and a lot of people encouraged him to do more at that time. It was not easy for Nigerians to compete with Ghana on this particular issue, because Ghana was already ahead in terms of High Life. In 1962, the NBC, Nigerian Broadcasting Commission, was instructed by the government to show love and to show affection and loyalty to Nigerian brand to an extent by actually playing Nigerian songs on radio at that time.